Right, I'm going to do something where I'm going to make a slideshow and it's going to have a set of pictures. I'm going to start off by sharing my screen. So I'm in Zoom, obviously, on my own. And so I'm in PowerPoint and I'm going to just be finishing off this little slide deck. So what I've got is Pixabay. So I'm going to move this little thing and I'm going to Pixabay. So I've got this little chap here. So back to PowerPoint and insert picture from file. And then this one here. So this is not got background. So I was thinking about putting it on something with a background. And then I want to tribute it. So I'm going to add a text box and then put in the photo, the image credit for Pixabay. So I've got one here that also is from Pixabay. So I'm going to put a social media, see if I can find who did this picture. It might have a clue in the image itself. So yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to find the credit for this image, but yeah, so is it somewhere in Pixabay? Recognize that image. There it is, that one. And the easiest thing is just to download it again and save it again and download it again. And there's the photo credit. Right, so back to PowerPoint. And this one here, and then I'm just going to add a text box and then paste in the image credit. So here we go. I've got that is going to be the last image. And so I'm going to share this slideshow. So play from start. So this is a slideshow that is entirely made up of images that I've got from Pixabay. So amongst your team, you've got all different coloured ideas. People's ideas come from their experiences, their circumstances, their genetic origin, and their other ideas, how they graduated through education. And we need all of these different ideas to complete the puzzle, to get that all of the information we need to have a complete picture. And that is when we can start discussing things, when we've got all the information and all the different inputs into the melting pot. And with Zoom, of course, you can get people from all over the world. You can find someone who's going to have a completely unique viewpoint on any issue or anything, so that the biggest, best solution can be found for the widest amount of people. And of course, no two people are going to stand on exactly the same spot. But what we do work really well together as a team and we have some kind of synergy together. And that is really good for making a list of all the things that you want to do and then delegating, because it really empowers people, especially if you ask people what they want to achieve or what they want to work on or improve or get better at. And then it's able to say, well, do you want to take this on? And then form a team. And I formed a team start comedy night in 2009. It's still going in London, in Kentish Town. So it's also good to practice different ways of videoing, which is what I'm doing now. So I'm trying Zoom and I'm trying PowerPoint and I'm trying Canva, which is another thing I can show you. And anyway, so you've got all sorts of lighting equipment. I haven't actually invested in any lighting equipment or a webcam or a microphone yet, but that is to come. It's just building the old toolkit. So creativity is a great way to see how the similarities between people and also the differences, which is quite interesting to see their viewpoint on the same thing. And it can be really overwhelming if we're just literally given one means of learning, and that is from books. And it can just be like absolutely crazy sort of scene out of Hogwarts when we're expected to actually translate all of these words into pictures in order to learn something, and instead of being able to ask why and work it out for ourselves, that kind of thing. Like child, like taking off stabilizers, you might start with a parent pushing the bicycle, but then as the stabilizers come off, they find balance. But it's a learning process. It's kinesthetic. It's like trial and error until you find balance, and then you have confidence, and then you then think you can ride a bicycle. And so it's important for people to be able to try that, whatever cognitive style they might have. So it's all about like getting used to different social media platforms and what they do and how they operate and who's on there and what people you can talk to and how many people you can talk to. You might be able to talk to thousands of people on TikTok, but you can find that your content might only go to a very, very small numbers of people on, say, YouTube or another one. So it's just like trying each one, just starting from the beginning, just working through each one and seeing how they work. And there you go. Then you're going to end up with a toolbox. You've got all those tools, video, using camera, using Zoom, using Loom, which does screen sharing, and finding different ways to video. And then you can splice them together. There's ones where you can easily just put in portions of video, stick them together. You can just use things you've recorded on TikTok, and then you've got music in the background, that kind of thing, and just to get better at using the skills. And then when you put it up on YouTube, there's a thing called a long tail keyword, and that is actually a phrase which is very specific: who, what, when, where, why. And you can go to ChatGTP and you can ask them without numbers and without quote marks, separated by commas, to give you long tail keywords for doing presentations visually for cognitive diversity. And thank you very much. And